The following program is a production of Hō'ike Kauai Community Media. Aloha Kauai. Here at Hō'ike, we're constantly trying to improve ourselves. It's a good thing to be aware of your blind spots so that you can work on them. It's also beneficial to know what your strengths are so that you can continue to deliver what's expected of you. And we've been working on just that. This past week, we held a strategic planning meeting to popcorn some ideas and get a dialogue going between staff, the board, and other contributing members of the community. But since Hō'ike can't do it without you, the public, it makes sense that we should get your take on things too. We've set up a survey on our website at hō'ike.org so members of the community can help shape the future of Hō'ike into something they want to see. We're here for you, so please, after the show, go to hō'ike.org and fill out the quick 2-minute survey and let us know what you want or don't want. But for the meantime, let's get ready for today's show. I'm Trisha Allen, and this is the Hō'ike Weekly. All right, Kauai, it's news flash time. Our island might be small, but there's a lot happening around here and you have things to do. So let's give you the latest in a short and entertaining way so you can go about your week informed. Kenji Burger in KAPA'A had a break-in early Sunday morning. Around 4:15 a.m., security cameras caught an individual on camera trespassing onto the property and then inside the restaurant itself. They stole several items along with an undisclosed amount of cash. Anyone with information regarding this incident is being urged to contact Crime Stoppers Kauai at 808-246-8300. And remember, tips can be left anonymously. Last week, Saturday, the Surfrider Foundation of Kauai conducted a beach cleanup at Nuku'ali'i Beach as part of a worldwide coastal cleanup event. Then, 2 days later, the National Surfrider Foundation filed a lawsuit against ExxonMobil, asserting that they falsely promoted to consumers through marketing and brand messaging that their products were recyclable, exacerbating the plastic pollution crisis. It's important to know that even with recycling programs in place, the U.S. doesn't even recycle 5% of the plastic it consumes into other plastic product, despite the labels saying that they can be. Barbara Wiedner from the Kauai Surfrider Foundation told Hō'ike that during their beach cleanup over the weekend, volunteers from all over the island, including KAPA'A High School, eXp Realty, and Hotel One, helped to clean almost 1,500 pounds of marine debris. And about a quarter of that debris was from single-use plastics, like water bottles, plastic cups, and cutlery. In light of that information, it's Surfrider Kauai's official position that single-use plastics should be avoided, and instead, other materials like glass or aluminum should be used. For more information on ways to be a responsible consumer and for info on Surfrider Kauai, visit kauai.surfrider.org. Now, everyone knows that eating locally sourced fresh fruits and vegetables is a great way to stay healthy. Well, thanks to a U of H program named GoFarm Hawaii, residents may be able to do more of that. Ag Exposure is the name of a month-long course that's being offered by GoFarm Hawaii, and it teaches small-scale commercial farming. By holding these low-cost classes, the hope is that our island can stop importing so much food and instead encourage small-scale farmers and even individuals with no prior farming experience to produce their own food for the community. Participants in Ag Exposure will get to tour local farms and assist with planting, weeding, and pruning all different kinds of crops. They'll also get to participate in farm maintenance activities like fixing irrigation leaks, as well as hear from other local farmers about their crop decisions and even how their specific farm journey began. Information on the program, as well as how to apply, can be found at gofarmhawaii.org. Kauai will soon have a new coral nursery, thanks to a $200,000 federal grant and state matching funds. While details of the location of the coral nursery will not be made public until the state completes the procurement process, this facility will help protect coral reefs, which are critical for marine life, shoreline protection, and even supporting the local economy. Believe it or not, Kauai's reefs are considered in fair condition, but they face threats from pollution and climate change. So the program will begin in January and is modeled after a similar nursery on Oahu, where coral fragments grow rapidly in controlled environments to aid reef restoration efforts. Staying informed during an election year is very important, and so the Kauai County Council is holding a candidate forum next week, October 2nd and 3rd, at the Kauai Memorial Convention Hall. The forum begins at 5 p.m. and is being held so that residents who attend can ask questions as well as get answers about critical issues regarding the community. Hō'ike will stream this event live on both nights, October 2nd and 3rd, on both of our channels at 5 p.m. So, to recap, if you have cable, you can watch the Kauai County Council Candidate Forum on Channel 53 or Channel 54. You can stream it live at hō'ike.org or on YouTube at hō'ike.tv if you don't have cable. The access gate to Queen's Bath, a popular location for visitors and residents alike, is now closed for the winter. The Ocean Safety Bureau insists that the public avoid this area during this time of year as it is extremely hazardous. The Lihue Refuse Transfer Station is closed for renovation. The county's been making everyone aware that this would be the case for a while now and letting the public know that other refuse transfer stations are available for services. It seems, though, that the other locations may also be having issues, and so the county has released a status of the transfer stations available island-wide. As of September 25th, all services are available at the Hanapepe Refuse Transfer Station and the KAPA'A landfill. In Hanalei, green waste is open from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., with all other services being available, and at the KAPA'A Refuse Transfer Station, only bagged trash is being accepted. In order to stay up to date on where you can successfully drop off your trash, be sure to visit kauai.gov/transfer stations before you head out. The weekend begins soon, and there's never a shortage of things to do around here. So let's take a quick look at what events you can look forward to in the upcoming week. Kauai's always had a pretty robust live theater scene, and being that it's an election year, the newest performance by West of the Rest Performing Arts is also very apropos. November is the name of their upcoming performance, and we were lucky enough to have the director, Michelle Rundgren, as well as one of the actors, Dennis McGraw, into our studio to fill us in on the details. Take a peek.
November! But its plays in October.
That's not confusing at all. No. Aloha Kauai, I'm Trisha Allen in our auxiliary studio with Michelle and Dennis from the West
Of the Rest
Performing Arts. Thank you so much for coming out. You have a show coming up, Michelle, that you're directing, and Dennis, you chose this performance,
yes,
didn't you?
I did.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about how that came about?
Well, my wife and I saw the play in New York in 2008 when it first came out.
On Broadway.
Yeah, on Broadway, and Nathan Lane played the part that I'm playing.
Okay.
We thought it was very funny, and David Mamet is considered by many to be the greatest American living playwright, and I don't think a play of his has ever been done in this island. So I just thought it would be a good idea. Plus, it's about a president who looks like he's going to lose an election, and with the election season coming up, maybe it will add a little levity to.
It's a bit relevant, isn't it?
It's
Yes.
very funny.
So what role do you play?
I play the president, Charles P. Smith.
Okay, tell us about your character.
He's not a real nice guy.
Okay.
He thinks he is.
I'll let it fly. He's a bigot, a racist, a misogynist, a liar, a thief, and he has a huge ego. And he's about to lose the election, so he now has become desperate.
Yeah, and Dennis is amazing. You must have over 2 hours of dialogue to learn, and he's got it.
Wow.
It's great.
Michelle directing the play. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what the play what we can expect out of this?
Actually, there are five actors, one actress and 4 actors. It's very funny. It's clever.
Okay.
I mean, the dialogue is very intelligent, but funny.
Okay.
One of the hardest things to do in a comedy, to let the audience laugh, stop, and then just as it's about to die, pick it up. If you wait till it dies, you lose the momentum.
Yeah.
Is that something that you tell the actors and actresses that are playing the parts to kind of let it breathe?
Yes, but also what you have to do while you're going along with the script, holding script for them, meaning, while they're learning their lines, you can catch them up on a line that they might miss a word. But you also have to go like, you have to go like, that's what the audience is going to do.
Okay.
So we're just getting into that. So
You get to do a little acting too,
yeah,
then, it sounds
right.
like.
But another thing is I've seen most of these actors in other plays and musicals on Island, and they're all very, very good. You have to be good to do a David Mamet play.
Only 5 people carrying an entire play?
Yes.
That's sort of impressive.
And it's David Mamet is like this too with dialogue.
The dialogue is very snappy. There's not a lot of room. Yeah,
Gotcha.
moves along.
Except for laughter.
Okay. Well, where is this performance taking place and when?
Well, our first dates are we're going to do the Kukui Grove the old men's Macy's store, or Macy's
nice.
men's store, because it's a big area, and we thought we've got to get
Use it.
Yeah, it's central, so we can pull from all islands. It's easy to get to, easy parking. And what are our dates?
That's October 3rd through 6th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 7, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 7, and Sunday at 4.
Okay. And if people aren't as good at memorizing as you are, Dennis, where can we send them to get the information for showtimes and ticket info and all that
There are
good stuff?
actually 2 locations. We're going to move it to the North Shore right after that.
Oh,
The
look at that.
The Thursday, Friday, and Saturday after that, and Sunday. So we'll be at Common Ground in Kilauea.
The 10th through the 13th.
Yeah, the 10th through the 13th. It's a beautiful outdoor venue. They have a brand new little place. That's and I think we'll even at Common Ground we'll have cocktails even.
Absolutely.
How nice.
No one has ever performed plays up north, and we think that there's a very willing and active audience up there.
And that's my hood.
Is it?
Yeah.
So we just said, let's find somewhere where we can do this play on the North Shore.
Right.
Yeah.
We do need to say it is PG-17 for, it's Thanksgiving, so we say foul language, FOWL, but it's pretty much up to parents.
Okay.
And he also attacks the president, different ethnic, and as I said, he's a misogynist too, so he says some pretty mean things.
Okay, so there's some sensitive topics
Yes.
too,
Yeah.
as well. So it's not just the language, it's a little bit of the content as well.
Absolutely.
Understood.
But it's nothing the kids haven't seen walking right past the television these days.
Also understood. All right, so give us the information where we can send people for details about showtimes and locations, since you've got more than one.
Eventbrite.com/November.
Cool. And I know you can't see it right now, but there's a QR code right there.
Oh, look. Oh, perfect.
Isn't it cute?
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Thanks, Tricia.
It's very adorable. And thank you for coming in today.
Thank you so
I
much.
appreciate it. You got a ton to do, so
Yeah,
it
we
means a
do.
lot that you came in and took the time to,
Well,
tell
thanks,
me all
Tricia,
about
and
November.
Hō'ike, too, for letting everyone know about November. But it's plays in October.
That's not confusing at all. No, it's all right. People can go to Eventbrite and get the information so that they know exactly when and exactly where. And again, I can't thank you enough for coming in and telling us all about it. It sounds like fun.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Tricia.
Quick mahalo, though, to Hō'ike's community producer, Larry Richardson, for getting some of that footage for the package. He did a nice job, didn't he? The Mokihana Festival is wrapping up this weekend. Residents have today and tomorrow to get it in. The last 2 days of the event will take place at the Kauai War Memorial Convention Hall. Both days will have a hula competition as well as a craft fair running at the same time. Today's craft fair at the convention hall began at 10 a.m. and it'll run until 8 p.m. Tonight with a hula kahiko beginning at 5 p.m. Tomorrow, the craft fair will begin at 10 a.m. and run until 4 p.m. with the hula awana beginning at 11 a.m. Complete details of this event can be found at the maliefoundation.org website. Happening at Common Ground in Kilauea tonight, The Far Side featuring Masterplan and DJ Essential. Doors open at 4:30 and all the details can be found at commongroundkauai.com. Also happening this evening, a Kauai-made products fair at the Sheraton Coconut Beach Resort in KAPA'A. From 4 p.m. until 7:30 p.m., there will be live entertainment and crafts. KVMH is holding their annual craft fair this Saturday, September 28th. Every year they set up on the KVMH front lawn where people can view homemade Kauai crafts, jewelry, gifts, baked goods, and more. For complete information, you can contact Bella Dennis at 808-338-9424. If you or a loved one is a bit behind on computer literacy, then you might want to get a pen and paper for this one. Thanks to some federal funding to secure Kauai's workforce, there will be no-cost computer literacy classes held at several Kauai libraries during the month of October. These are the same classes that were held in September, except this round will be at different library locations. First up to start us out is a computer basics class. This class will be held at the Lihui Library on October 2nd at 11 a.m., at the Kaloa Library on October 3rd at 10:30 a.m., and at the Princeville Public Library on October 15th at 10:30 a.m. Participants must be registered for the class in order to ensure that there are enough Chromebooks available for everyone. Complete registration information and all other details can be found at mapunavai.com/HSPLS-Kauai-schedule. Moving a little bit further ahead into next week, the Kauai Fire Department will be holding the Fire Prevention Week kickoff event on Friday, October 5th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. at the Kauai Philippine Cultural Center. The event is open to everyone and will include informational booths by KEMA, KPD, the American Red Cross, and the Ocean Safety Bureau. This family-friendly event will have fire trucks for the keiki and the Keiki at Heart, as well as picture taking with Sparky and Smokey the Bear. Attendees can also expect lots of games, prizes, as well as some educational stuff like fire extinguisher training and hands-on CPR demonstrations. Well, if you're enjoying the view as much as I am, today's photo of the week is from local photographer Patrick Kelly, who continues to dazzle us with his rich and colorful landscapes. This man's talent is abundant, and we truly appreciate his artistic eye. Mahalo, PK, for letting us use your art to enrich our program. More amazing shots like this can be found on his Instagram at PK Worldwide. All right, Kauai, that's all the Hō'ike we have for you this week. Be sure to go to hō'ike.org and fill out our survey so that you can let us know what you want or don't want. I'm Trisha Allen, wishing you love and aloha. Hō'ike Kauai Community Media's president and CEO is Allegra Gaines. Administrative assistant, Leiko Someda. Production and education services by Roger Olson. Production and IT services by Max Richardson. News and events producer, Trisha Allen. County producer and social media manager, Olivia Franco. Hō'ike's board of directors include Chair Adam Reversi, Vice Chair Lexi Jones, Secretary Nathaniel Evslin, and Treasurer Jackie Kina. Additional directors include Leah Awohi, Lori Barrett, Rod Green, Teak Rubiano, and Taylor Young.